Picture this. You're stuck in a cabin in the woods. The power went out. Roku City is no more. It's just a blank television screen. You and your friends decide, let's play some party games, some board games. So you got Monopoly. You got Monopoly for Nerds. You got American Politics Simulator. And of course, you got Uno, the best game ever. Except someone has cut up all the cards. So let's make Uno in Magic the Gathering. That's right, everybody. 1,000-ish of you voted, and we're doing a Uno deck. Skip turn, reverse the turn order, change colors, make people draw cards, etc. And in looking up stuff for this video, doing a little research, I saw that my buddy Trinket Mage did a Uno deck a while ago, but he says it's the most complicated commander deck, which is wild because Magic has 304 pages of rules, but Uno is only one page. I don't know how you could get complicated with that. So for this deck, Uno is simple, right? It's a simple deck, and it's supposed to be super easy, clear, and straightforward. So that's why we're definitely going to have an infinite, anti-infinite turns. It's genius. And if you can't already tell by now, I'm the most unhinged deck builder on the internet. So if you've got a weird, wacky, silly, goofy idea, challenge me in the comments down below. The one with the most votes, I have to build, just like this video. And of course, while you're down there, leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Now, wake up, lock in. Let's talk about the commander, Mishra, eminent Uno. That's, 1 to Uno. It's like Spanish. Anyway, 2, blue, black, red for a human artificer, 5/4. Basically, beginning of combat, we're going to make a free 4/4 artifact token of a target non-creature artifact we control, and its name becomes Mishra's war form. So that Soul Ring, it's got legs now. Wishclaw Talisman's got legs now. Sundial of the Infinite, it's got sandals. And guess what? We get to actually keep our feet this time, because instead of sacking at end of turn, we can then pay 1 and tap the sundial that we just made, or the original one, and the turn keeping it is genius. Mishra is all about doing Uno things. And so let's talk about the Uno things. Reverse, one of the most important aspects of Uno, is equal to Aeon Engine, the only card in Magic that reverses the game's turn order. Now, of course, it comes in tapped, so if we make a copy of it, it just explodes while it's tapped, because it enters tapped, so when you make a token, etc. It's not ideal, let's be real. So we're going to use Sundial of the Infinite or Obeka Brute Chronologist to sort of end the turn, which is good. That way, it doesn't explode, and we can keep it and then untap it and make another. It's genius. Or we can mechanize produce it, making an Aeon Engine and another one and another one and another one. That way, we have all the reverse cards we ever need, so we can reverse the game's turn order basically every turn if we wanted to, if we're sick and twisted like that. It's pretty good. So we're good on that. Now, of course, what about skipping turns? Now, that's a classic Uno move. Well, we got Glorious End to end the turn. You can cast this on somebody's turn, and it's good. Now there is a downside because we lose the game, and that's not in Uno, so that's not as ideal. But Time Stop is 6 mana, end the turn. No downsides, except it's 6 mana. There's also Discontinuity, 6 mana. It's the same thing as Time Stop, except if we do it during our own turn, it's like a Sundial of the Infinite, which is not too bad. Ending the turn, skipping. And there's, of course, Chronotog Totem. Now, this guy is always going to be a creature, and he's ramp, because you tap him to add a blue, genius, and you skip your turn for 0, only if it's a creature. Now, guess what? Mishra says, hey, when I copy this guy and make a little creature version of him, he's a 4/4, and then I can make him a 7/7. I do skip my turn, but hey, that's how it is. It's only fair that we get skipped sometimes. It's not fair if everybody else is getting skipped in Uno, so we skip our own turn sometimes. That's why we got Ugin's Nexus. Now, the cool thing is, with Mishra, we can make an Ugin's Nexus that's not named Ugin's Nexus, but it does get sacrificed, meaning we get an extra turn. Now, the downside is, when it gets removed, we start that extra turn, and then we skip that turn. So now we have an infinite amount of extra turns, but they get skipped. It's genius. Useful? No. Cool? Yes. It's very cool. Now, of course, there's the skip, and we're good. So, what about wild cards? Wild cards let you choose to change the color of the pile of Uno cards. So, how do we replicate this? There's not a ton of ways to. We got Una, which sounds like Uno, and it says the thing where you pay X and a blue or black, choose a color, target opponent exiles the top X of their library. For each card of the chosen color, we make a 1/1 blue-black fairy rogue with flying. Now, this is really good. Not only is their name Uno, basically, but they also say the thing, which is really good. There's also Painter's Servant, which is harmless, and it's a wild card. Comes into play, choose a color. That's what the card in Uno does. and then everything is not that color, which is nothing evil. There's no way you can make this bad. I digress. Grindstone. You can mill somebody out. You can win with this. It's evil. I don't care. Blind Seer. Now this guy, you pay 1 and a blue. Target spell or permanent becomes a different color. It's harmless, and you can do nothing evil with this, except maybe with Mourner's Shield, which is 4 mana. But you imprint a color like a card, and then you can tap 2, and 2 tap it. Prevent all damage that would be dealt by a thing with the color, and you can use Blind Seer to make it the thing that's damaging you that color and just fog it up. Is genius. Now, of course, like I said, there's not a lot, but I think we can check this one off the list. We pretty much did it. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, and you see what I did there with 4. That's right. The draw 4, choose a color. I don't know the proper name for it. I always just call it the +4. Now I get it. There's the +2, the draw 2s, but those are just less cool versions of the draw 4 and then choose a color. And everyone knows the draw 4, choose a color is like the scariest card in Uno. So I went 2 ways with it. Of course, the first way is draw 4 cards. And the second way is the feeling of getting hit with the draw 4 in Uno. I replicated that feeling in Magic. It's kind of genius. That way you kind of get both experiences. So Tower of Fortunes, 4 mana, and then 8 mana, you tap it, you draw 4 cards. Now I know what you're saying. 4 plus 8 mana, that's 12 mana to draw 4 cards. And I get it, but you draw 4 cards. And that's what it says that's what it says. Path of the Enigma, 5 mana, target player draws 4 cards. It does the thing. You make somebody draw 4 cards. It doesn't have to be you. You can make somebody else draw cards. That's the idea. We also got Monumental Corruption. Target player draws X cards and loses X life, where X is the number of artifacts we control, and we always have more than 4. So that's even better than drawing 4. It's drawing like 5 or more, and that's like a good thing in Uno, and so it's good to do it in this deck. Now, obviously, we want to make sure that they know that more cards are actually bad. You want to have as least cards as possible in Uno, so in this deck, we want them to have more cards, and then lose by having more cards. It's genius. Ebony Owl Netsuke. Basically, if you have 7 or more cards, you take 4 damage. So you die. If I'm having cards, you explode. There's also Iron Maiden, the band, and also the card. During each of your opponent's upkeeps, it deals 1 damage if for each card more than 4. So you die by having a lot of cards. You don't have Uno, you die, you explode. We got Black Vice, 1 mana. You pick a target opponent. By the way, it doesn't say that on the card, but it's fixed. You pick a target opponent, and then you deal 1 damage to them for each card in excess of 4. So you have big hand and they die. Explosion. It's like the classic Uno. There's also Price of Knowledge, my favorite. It's 7 mana. Players have no max hand size. Beginning of each opponent's upkeep, big hand, they die, and it's equal to the number of cards in that player's hand. So we want to only take 1 damage. Everybody else takes 7. That's a lot, etc., etc. Now, explosion, as we talked about before. My favorite part is look at what this guy's doing. He's freaking out. He's pulling his eyes out. He's absolutely crashing out. And that's kind of how Uno feels when you get hit with the draw 4 or the draw 2. You just start laughing and cackling and losing your mind. It's a ton of fun. Now, of course, like I said, I went 2 ways with this. So now let's talk about how draw 4, we want to replicate the psychological effect of it. What this does to the psyche. It's like dropping ice cream on the floor. There's no worse feeling than getting hit with the draw 4 and they change the color on you. It sucks. So, Mindslaver, 6 mana, legendary artifact. We control target player during that player's next turn. Mishra makes a copy of it, and it's not named Mindslaver. It's named the Warform or whatever. So it doesn't get sacrificed instantly, which means we can just control somebody over and over and over and over again. Each of their turns, we can just take over, which is kind of like the same amount of feeling as a draw 4. There's also Portal to Phyrexia. This card is evil. It's basically the equivalent of draw 4 because you sacrifice 3 creatures, which puts you behind by 3, and I get to put something from your graveyard onto my battlefield. From my original Portal to Phyrexia, the other ones that come in just die, but you still have to I digress. It's the psychological effect of it all. That's what we're really about. The +4, check. So in summary, here's what we got so far. We got Mishra, Eminent 1. Uno. We have Sundial of Infinite, Obeka Brute Chronologist to end the turn, to keep our stuff going. And then we got the Aeon Engines. We're making a lot of these so we can reverse the game's turn order when we want to, and it's funny. It's the reverse card. There's also Time Stop, which is a skip card. And then we use Mourner's Shield and Painter's Servant as like the wild cards, because then we can do changing color shenanigans and win with that if we want. Path of the Enigma, draw 4. Or Price of Knowledge and Iron Maiden or Ebony and Owl, where you draw 4 and you start to lose the game, which is fun. because too many cards is bad. Like I said, they must play Uno the way we want. So, Ember Wild Captain deals damage equal to that number of cards in hand when they attack you. Balor deals damage to target opponent equal to the number of cards in their hand. And Sword of War and Peace deals damage equal to the number of cards in their hand. And we gain 1 life because we have Uno most of the time. So, yeah, usually you want them to have a lot of cards in their hand, like in Uno, and then they die from that, which is awesome. And of course, that's, those are not to mention the previously mentioned ones, like all the ebony things and the vice and everything like that. So yeah, that's pretty much, we made Uno in Magic the Gathering. It's pretty freaking sick. And we didn't have to do this entire wacky primer infinite combo thing that Trinket Mage did. This is too complicated. Uno is a simple game, like I said. And I'm just built different, Trinket Mage. Come at me. Beef, we're beefing. That's the end of the video, though. If you liked it, leave a like. If you subscribe, subscribe. If you want to support me, check out my Patreon. Shout out to all my supporters on there. You can make me, I can build decks for you, or you can force me to do a video or other stuff. It's fun. But yeah, I've also got a Discord. It's linked in the description down below. It's free and awesome and cool. You should join it. And if you've got something you want me to build, challenge me in the comments down below and vote and participate in it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.